Anyway, without further ado, let us begin. Topic 1. Should Jason Garrett get fired, and what is the Cowboys' future looking like?
All right, so I'll just go ahead and be simple with it. Jason Garrett should not get
Not.
fired. Problem with the Cowboys, Hunter, is not Jason Garrett. All the speculation's coming from they just played the Patriots, and there were a lot
Right.
of, coaching differences to say the least. The problem is we're comparing Jason Garrett to Bill Belichick, the greatest coach of all time. According to NFL 100, he is second behind Paul Brown for some reason.
Yeah, should be
Whatever.
first.
Bill Belichick's the greatest coach of all time, and obviously he was more prepared in all three phases of the game, and obviously special teams in that Patriots Cowboys game, whereas Jason Garrett not quite. I don't think anyone prepares like Bill Belichick, so people need to
No.
quit comparing him to Bill. He won Coach of the Year just 3 years ago. So he is not a bad coach. He's got good talent. Sometimes he doesn't know what to do with it entirely. I give him a hard time, but I thought hard about this question ever since we brought up the topic, and I truly believe it is Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones does not give this guy any leeway to do anything. He wants to. I almost obviously we'll probably never know this, but I almost guarantee you, Jerry Jones. They have meetings, whatever he says to coach
Hmm.
Jason Garrett. I guarantee you, he says, "All right, this week I want Dak throwing 400 yards. This week Zeke's going to get the ball." Like he tells him what he
Guarantee it.
wants.
Yep.
It's almost like he almost threatens him. I feel like,
Yeah.
like, hey, pass the ball 50 times, or else. Hey, let's feed Zeke. It's going to be good for the fan base. Like the guy's an owner and he tries to run the team. It's not Jason Garrett's fault entirely. He's not having his best year coaching, but they don't need to fire him. His contract doesn't even end this year, so they should have him for the rest of this year anyway, going to next year. They need to get rid of Jerry Jones. That's a very hard thing to do since he owns the team, manages the fucking team, and tries to coach fucking team. Only way to get rid of him is to Hunter. I'm just we can just take him out. It will be easy. He's very old. I don't know. I don't know. We could take him out.
There's
Someone.
people watching this
I
podcast.
know. Someone can take him out, or he'd have to retire. Once he's gone, the Cowboys will start to do something with the talent they have. I don't think it's Jason Garrett's fault. He's getting a lot of heat. Let's everyone just calm down and give him some love. He's dealing with a hard ass an owner. So
Yep.
yeah,
We've talked about this topic before. Not the firing per se, but the Cowboys in general with the
right.
signing of
Who's the
Amari
problem?
Cooper, Dak, Ezekiel,
Yeah.
what they should do. You said the exact same thing I said months ago.
You did
Jerry
call that
Jones is the
first. Yeah.
problem with that franchise and has been for some time now. This is an owner who had a successful team when Jimmy Johnson was coaching, and he fired Jimmy Johnson just
Yep.
because he wanted to be in the spotlight. That is 100% true. You can ask anybody, you can go back and watch a football life or whatever. It's true. Jimmy Johnson was the general manager of the team
Yep.
and led them to got how many fucking Super Bowls? 3, 4, won them.
3 in a
Yep.
row.
Yep. And Jimmy Johnson was the coach. Jerry Jones fired him so he could be the spotlight and be the general manager, which he is still now. And look at their success rate ever since then. Shitty. If you
Yep.
look at Jerry Jones' job titles, it is owner, president, CEO, CFO, general manager. That is the dictator of that fucking franchise, and he
Yep.
is running it into the ground. So I don't think Jerry Jones needs to get fired either. This is a coach that is leading the NFL in total yards on offense, leading the NFL in passing yards on offense, sixth in rushing, sixth in points scored, eighth in rushing. Dak Prescott is having probably one of the best years he's had ever since he came into the league.
Yeah.
It's the offense is the best in the NFL total overall, and the defense isn't that fucking bad either. It's not his fault. It's the fucking owner. It's the general manager. It's the guy who puts the fucking team together.
Yep.
Jerry Jones or Jason Garrett. I'm not saying he's a really good coach. I'm not saying he's a great coach, but he
No,
gets the job
no
done.
way.
I mean, they're 6-5. They're first in the NFC East. There's nothing to really worry about at the moment. The Eagles are still struggling and fucking injuries, and the Giants and Redskins fucking suck. The Cowboys have basically a
So
fucking cakewalk to the damn playoffs. They'll be
yeah,
fine, and with the talent that they have on offense and defense, and with Dak Prescott playing the type of football he is, and that offensive line, they are fine, and Jason Garrett should be fine as well. He's a good coach. Fucking Jerry Jones is the problem.
now if the question is, will he be let go or be replaced or fired? I'm gonna say yes. I don't think he should be, but I can see Jerry Jones as soon as he can, as soon as this season is over, because I don't see the Cowboys winning the Super Bowl. They have a good team, but there's several better teams in the NFC. I don't think they'll make it there. They probably won't even win a playoff game, even though I think they'll probably make the playoffs. So when this season ends for the Cowboys, I do believe that he'll end up firing Jason Garrett, and I don't believe that's going to be the right thing to do. It's going to be another thing that Jerry Jones does that's going to backfire on him and the entire organization. So if the question is he going to fire him? I'm going to probably say yes. Should he? No, should not be fired.
I do believe he is as well, and the coaching, I don't think he should, but this falls strictly on coaching, fourth down conversions and third down conversions.
Oh, I
That
know.
is something to look at, and the Cowboys suck on third down, and they're 1 for 6 on
Well,
fourth down.
I'll give you this. They going into the Patriots game were the number one team in third down passing. That
I'm talking
is
about total this season, not just
okay.
last game. I don't think he should get fired, but this is a stat leading towards he probably is because they suck on fourth down, 1 for 6,
Yeah,
and they're below 60%. Actually, they're below fucking 55% on third down conversions. That's all coach. I don't think he should get fired, but those two stats right there lead towards him probably going to get fired. Sadly, I mean,
I
I
think
think he's doing a
James.
damn good job with the offense and
Yeah,
defense as he got.
I think James Harrison actually said it best. He is playing. It's almost like he's playing to lose. Essentially, he's playing conservative. I think,
right.
but to me, that's how he's always been as a coach. Even when he won Coach of the Year, he was a conservative coach. He thought ahead of the game, said, "Well, if we let them score, let's just kick this field goal instead of go for it on 4th and 1, on the other team's 30, stuff like that." He's always been conservative, and that's probably where a lot of that comes from. Is he doesn't want to do those fourth down conversions. He doesn't want to go for it. He'd rather punt or kick a field goal in the given situation and where they are on the field. And I 100% agree with that statement. So that's what I think that's coming from. But that's
Jerry
who it's
Jones
always
is
been. That's nothing new.
Jerry Jones is going to fire Jason Garrett and go after damn Ron Rivera. That's what's going to happen.
Oh, so Ron Rivera's getting let go now. Is
I wish he wasn't, but he's probably leaning that way. Yeah.
what?
Sadly, I
Wow,
don't I
that
don't want
might
to
be a
say it.
topic for another day. I'd like to
Yeah.
hear what happens with
David
that.
Tepper
I
doesn't
didn't
like
hear
what's
about
going
that
on.
rumor.
Yep, big rumors. All right, so yeah, leave a comment on that topic, and we want to hear your fucking comments on that topic. So
Yeah.
drop them below, Instagram, Twitter, whatever.